Warning, this is an adult-oriented podcast about really perverse things, like communication and consent. If you are under 18 and looking for answers to questions about sex or kink, please visit scarletteen.com. For the dude bro listeners, this is the nerdy shit. Fuck off!
Test. I'm feeling testy.
You are testy.
Always
Like
testy.
testicle testy?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's why I'm asking.
You want to grab my junk?
No, he wishes you'll grab his.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Man whore, man whore. Everybody wants to be a man whore. Man whore, man whore. A man whore on Lala's land.
We good?
Yeah, waiting on you
Waiting on me to what?
to start.
Are we ready
Yeah,
to push the go button?
I did.
So I can do Lala's line now?
If you want to. You don't have to, though. Don't feel pressured.
If it's just you and me, we don't have guests.
Oh. You want me to get some real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Hello.
You came in too soon.
Mecca like a high, Mecca honey honey ho.
I thought it was Mecca like a high, make a shiny hoe.
Make a shiny hoe?
Yeah.
Mecca shiny honey ho.
Shanununu.
Shiny shiny ho.
Shanona.
Welcome to Lala's land.
Winona's got a big brown beaver.
What? Like a real one? Does it stand in the road and go, "Welcome to Canada. I like your tires."
It doesn't have to be Canadian.
All right.
Do you fantasize about Canadian beaver?
Not today. So we have some guests tonight on Lala's land, and we're going to talk about sex. Woo! But first, I know you hate when I do this.
I do.
It sounded good, though, last time.
Yeah, after I messed with the levels.
Oh, oops. Okay. First, those of you on Discord gave me some guesses of what is in the special magic box.
And I found out that you don't even know what's in it.
I don't know what's in it.
That's awesome.
Do you know what's in it, Thief?
I have no idea. No.
It's going to be a surprise for all of
I
us.
did post a guess.
You did post a guess.
I can't remember.
I'm going to read the guesses.
Oh, okay. You are? Okay.
I'm going to read the guesses. Okay. First, let me explain what's going on in case you didn't hear last week.
Okay.
Jay from JW Paddles, Mr. Morse's, he bought me a gift on Amazon and sent it wrapped up in a box and said that we have to guess what it is. And he gave us 4 clues. And the clues are, it has tentacles, plural.
Oh.
It goes in your mouth. It's 3.3 inches thick. It can be either hot or cold. And then eventually a new clue came out that it has the color blue in it.
Oh.
Blue balls? Anyone? Anyone guessing blue? Some people guess blue balls.
I didn't know the tentacle thing was a plural.
I didn't know about the color blue.
Okay.
So that
You guys
I
have
guess
to
it's
read.
totally
You've got to
invalid
read
now.
it all.
You got to stay up to date on the Discord.
Got to read it all. Okay.
Situations.
So, the winner is going to win an 18-inch Colleen paddle from JW Paddles.
Ooh.
And I was asked to remind all the listeners that has a lifetime guarantee. If it breaks, cracks, if the finish gets smudged or grossed, they'll refinish it. They'll replace it if it's cracked. If it's been beaten on asphalt or something like that, they won't replace it. But if
Right.
it's just natural wear and tear, they
Yeah.
will replace it or
So,
fix it.
don't chew on your paddles.
Don't take it to pet play,
Nope.
pet den. Okay, so here's some of the fun guesses. I don't know if I'm supposed to read the name of who it was. Should I?
No, I would say not.
Okay.
Unless they're a winner.
Okay. So we got a bad dragon tentacle. We got trolley octopus gummies. And I was actually going to stop and buy some so we could eat them on the podcast.
had
and I
some on the
didn't.
way here.
What are they?
Gummies, but they're shaped as octopus.
Yeah.
Oh.
And trolleys, just trolley.
Trolley.
Just a brand?
It's a
so.
brand. A crazy straw.
Yeah.
An octopus shot glass, a fancy coffee mug, a Cthulhu statue, wouldn't Candy be jealous, a 10-inch dildo that can squirt fake cum,
Damn, that's very specific.
very specific,
It is very specific.
color blue, then that's what gave us the fifth clue. Someone said the color blue. A bottle of Kraken, which it doesn't slosh around, so I don't think it's that. A Kraken-themed mouth gag,
I think that's got a good chance.
and
Yeah.
a passy, like a pacifier, And then I feel like there was another one just as on my way over here. So let me check really fast. A tentacle prosthetic. Like what would that fit on over your penis maybe?
Yeah.
Possibly.
A tentacle plushie.
Oh.
Like
Package is light enough for that.
Yeah, but it doesn't say.
is.
I mean, it says it goes in your mouth,
That's
and it can be
true.
hot or cold.
Yeah. Okay. A tentacle ice pack / hot pack.
Ooh.
That would be cool.
That would be very cool.
But why would you put that in your mouth?
Toothache? Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so
Just
now.
slather it in oral gel and then give yourself
some
oral
kind of
with it.
TV toy, maybe.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
A TV toy. Okay, so now I'm gonna open it. It's big. I'm gonna try to do it fast. Oh, it's noisy. It's a.
Holy vey.
He used packing tape.
Do you need a knife?
Did he wrap it himself?
He wrapped it himself.
I can tell.
He wrapped it at HD Writer's house. Okay, it's a big box, and it is kind of heavy.
Oh.
And yes, I need a knife. Thank you very much to the guest on my right, who we have not introduced yet, but
Right.
we will.
Just been
Yeah,
talking
you
this whole
just
time.
you were so eager to get to that present that you just like you
One more time with that knife.
didn't care. You're like guest names, plop.
Yeah. Guest names, no, not yet. We're not
Who
to
needs
that.
to know us anyways?
Yeah,
We're the anonymous ones.
Ooh, that would be an interesting podcast, actually.
the anonymous ones.
Yeah.
Okay, it
I was
has,
thinking that would be cool.
So she's got the box untaped and open. She pulled a package out.
it has some, I don't know, Chinese or Japanese character.
So
writing
on the
it.
right hand side, I saw an Amazon label package that you might be able to read what it's called.
And it's
I'm
in
not
a-
gonna, I'm
it's
just
in a
gonna
white
open it.
and blue box. It's got like waves on it. Are those waves or tentacles on the side?
It says,
It's
"Stay
waves.
home, stay safe."
Ooh.
All right. Ooh,
Oh.
it
I
is.
think we have a lucky winner.
It is a mug with tentacles.
Oh, it's an octopus
That's-
mug.
That is so
That is so
awesome.
cool.
cool. Okay, so we do have a winner,
That is super cool.
and the winner is
Thief! Yay! Nope.
Just a Dark Star.
Ah, damn it.
Nice.
She said fancy mug,
Yeah.
and that's a fancy mug.
That is a
fancy
very
one.
Got
fancy
tentacle on the
mug.
inside.
I will take a picture and post it on Discord.
You're gonna have to
and-
take a couple pictures to capture the
Full.
handle and the
And if I think about it, I'll put it on not Facebook,
on
Fet.
Fet.
So yes, thank you,
Mr. Morses.
Mr. Morses. I love it.
Or should we say thank you, JW Paddles?
Thank you, JW Paddles.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. All right, on with the show.
On with the show.
On with the
Okay,
show.
we have 2 guests tonight on Lala's Land.
Yay!
And I've got permission from both of them to ask them all the sexy questions. So first, to my right, we have
Hi, I'm Vinci.
Vinci.
Yay!
And to my left, we have
Raven.
Raven. Vinci.
Yes.
What are your pronouns?
My pronouns are he, they, she, but rarely she, because I'm just not in that feminine headspace all the time. And my sexual orientation is queer.
Queer.
So I'm just queer.
You just like all of it.
I'm all of it.
All right. And Raven, what is your pronoun? Z. What are your pronouns?
My pronouns are he, they, and I'm non-binary, pansexual, so I don't care what your pants is, as long as you got a good personality. There you go.
Nice. Remind me and the listeners what non-binary is.
So it's basically don't necessarily identify with a set gender. It's kind of similar with gender fluid, where you can have that motion in between, or just be any gender not conforming to what you were born with.
Okay, perfect. All right. All right. Now we're going to talk about sex.
Ooh, sexy, sexy.
Ooh.
And Thief, feel free to chime in
Okay.
because I love
Ding.
I love your input. Okay.
Ding!
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Ding.
Raven, what is something non-sexual that turns you on?
Ooh.
Yes, I'm putting everybody on the spot here. I could ask you, Thief, too, but
That wouldn't be fun.
why don't you both answer why don't all 3 of you answer the question?
Ooh.
I have to think now.
Whoever
Yeah.
answers first can hold Lucifer Llama.
Hands.
Hands?
Hands.
There you go.
Yay! I caught her too.
What about my hands?
I mean, your hands for me.
Yeah,
There's a chance.
Okay.
there's a chance.
Something non-sexual that turns you on.
Actually, I don't think my answer counts here.
Okay.
I kind of got an odd answer for that.
Okay.
Mine would be eyes.
Yeah. Eyes are a window to the soul.
They're also just very expressive.
Yes, they
Like
are.
the whole eye shape, the whole like eyebrow, eyelashes kind of deal.
Yeah. I can turn a person on. Sure.
So my question is, does it have to be about a prospective partner?
No.
Scary movies.
Oh, actually,
Ooh.
that's a fetish. I think we talked about that once.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to discuss this with you later.
So for the listeners, the guests are
Partnered.
partnered. So that's why there's lots of references to
Each other.
each other. What do you think about when you masturbate?
Oh.
I know Thief thinks about me. So what do you two think about when you masturbate?
It varies depending on what the situation is.
It's usually the partner I'm with. I'm pretty boring when it comes to that.
Okay. Do you masturbate with them or
No, like I think about my partner if I'm alone,
Oh, okay.
and then it's like, okay, this works.
Okay.
For me, it just really depends on the situation. Sometimes I need some video evidence to be able to get through. Sometimes it's just being able to think about my partner or different scenes that I would like to potentially do in the future.
Oh, that's a very good answer. Thief?
Mine is past experiences that didn't result in sexual encounter.
Interesting.
So like some flirty little thing that happened, and then I just take that and roll with it and take it into a fantasy land.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So
So
the
it-
wishful thinking of what would have happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get the ending that you wanted. That is, I like that. All right. Have you ever been caught having sex?
Yes.
Yes.
Is this a story time kind of deal?
Story time.
Okay.
Story time.
So I was with a partner in high school, and I was in their parents' house, but their parent wasn't home at the time. And then we didn't hear the door open,
Oh,
the
no.
front door open
Oh,
or
no.
close. And all we hear is just a bang on the wall because the door was slightly ajar. And I was just like, oh, fuck. So I had to get dressed right quick and leave the house.
So did you get seen?
Oh, I got seen.
Oh.
But I was allowed to come back over.
Well, okay, that's good.
So it was awkward, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Raven, have you ever gotten caught having sex?
I mean, technically once most recently.
We don't discuss this anymore. Next question, please. Go ahead, babe.
But that's just kind of the curse of my living situation currently.
Uh-huh.
Because I share a room and I sleep on a top bunk.
Okay.
And yeah, we thought my roommate was asleep. She was not.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, the bed was a little rocky.
But the ironic thing about that is she can never tell if I'm masturbating. But that night she noticed.
That's funny. Thief, have you ever been caught?
Yeah. It was really awkward too.
Do you want to share?
So it was it was heavy, middle of the night, like late middle of the night too, like 4 a.m. middle of the night. And we were just kind of going at it and doing all the things. And all of a sudden I feel somebody tug on my leg and say, when you guys are done, can I have some water?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, no, a critter? A
Yeah.
little bitter?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
was like,
That's
oh
bad.
When you guys
my
are
goodness.
done?
Yeah, so we had no idea how long he had been standing there.
How old?
Like 3,
Oh, God.
Okay, so not quite
Okay.
old enough to understand.
4 maybe?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
You could explain that away as some
Like
wrestling.
playing a game.
We were verbal though. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
Like saying naughty things?
Oh, yes.
Naughty talk.
Very, very naughty.
Nice. That's fun. All right.
Yeah, there's
Until
no
you feel
escaping that one.
some.
No,
Until
there's-
what?
Until you feel somebody pull on your
I-
leg and ask for water when you're done. Like,
I mean, hey, at least you didn't get a nickname out of it.
that's
I've
true.
gotten a nickname out of someone hearing me.
Oh, really?
And it was from the parents of the person I was with.
Are we
So
allowed
you've
to
been
know
caught
this
twice.
I got known as Quarantine Pornhub Girl.
Oh.
nickname?
Yeah, so I had gone over to someone I was talking to in the middle of the night, and apparently we got a little bit too loud while his parents were asleep across the house, and his dad had gone out to check to see what all the noise was and overheard him having his guest over. And from then on, I was Quarantine Pornhub Girl.
Wow.
Because it sounded like a porn video, apparently.
The fact that he knew what Pornhub was.
That doesn't say anything anymore.
I mean-
Everybody knows.
I mean, if I wasn't in this lifestyle, I don't think I'd know. I'd be like so oblivious.
But you don't really watch porn.
You're right. I don't. In fact, I didn't even know what Pornhub was till I started doing this podcast.
And I mean, if you grow up with 2 teenage boys, you really do learn about it at some point.
I grew up with teenage friends that were boys because I grew up Mormon.
So did I. Arr.
Uh-oh.
All right. Next question. You ready?
Yes.
Do you remember the best orgasm you've ever had in your lifetime of sex?
I wouldn't say the best, but the best circumstance of an orgasm. Does that count?
Sure.
So I'm on medication that doesn't let me come very easily. So whenever I reach that point when I'm able to come, it's like, yes, finally, the sweet release. So that circumstance of orgasming, that is very nice for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice. I don't remember.
You don't.
I can't. There's nothing that jumps out and says, "Oh, remember that this was great." I don't really.
Good. Okay. All right.
No, maybe.
Think about it, Raven. Do you have a best orgasm story?
I think it was just, for me, was when the first time someone made me squirt.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's fair.
See, I feel like squirters have an advantage.
Never squirted.
Yet.
Never. I don't know. I've had
Yes.
some extremely awesome orgasms.
You got to get in there on that skein gland.
Yeah. We're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna jump into Gotham Press Podcast. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What is something sexy you've always wanted to try? A different position, a different location, a different kink.
If you had asked me this question like 3 months ago, I would have had a definite answer, but now I don't.
It's hard when you get to try so many new things so often.
Yeah.
You can also, okay, so like for me, I'm not going to say what it is. I'm just going to say, like, as an example, sometimes I will fantasize about certain things, but I know in my reality that I wouldn't be able to handle it.
That's fair.
So is there anything that you fantasize that you, in reality, you'd really like to try, but maybe also you know that that's not going to be ideal for you?
At this point, no, not for me.
Okay.
I think for me, it's the CNC non-con.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
Mostly because of things that have happened in the past and trauma, trying to work over and through that.
Okay.
It's just, I really like the idea of trying it. It's just whether or not I'm at a mental area to even try it.
Okay.
And being in a relationship where you make to feel comfortable enough to try it.
Yeah. Nope, that's totally fair.
Yeah, that seems like it could be a very slippery slope.
Yeah. Lots of triggers there. Yeah. Thief, any sexy things that you'd like to try that you haven't, or fantasies that you've had of sexy things that may not be a good reality, but...
Besides looking at my hand today.
Glory holes.
Oh, that's fun. That could be fun.
Didn't think about that
You
one.
said that like you have experience.
I don't have experience, but I think it could be fun.
Yeah, but the whole proposition of not knowing who and diseases and stuff like that
Yeah.
is just, it'll never happen.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What could be fun is if you have a polycule
And you don't know who's...
and you don't know who's on the other side, but you trust them all and you're fluid bound with them all. You'd probably figure it out pretty quick. But if they tried to do it in a different light, then it could be fun.
And you could also throw a blindfold into that mix so they can't necessarily see what they're getting.
I feel like you could tell. You would be able to tell who it was pretty easily.
Okay.
But
Unless
that would
it's-
change with the wall and everything because you don't have the normal freedom of movement.
Or hands.
Yeah, but they still... People seem to have a go-to thing and way about doing oral that
That's true.
doesn't really change all that much.
Okay.
Regarding, like, situation-wise. Like, you
Yeah.
could be, like, if you're in bed at night or if you're at the movies or in the car.
Well, maybe it's not oral. Maybe they back their bum up to you.
I just thought of a fantasy.
Okay.
Twins.
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 Oh,
That'd
twins.
be super hot.
That'd be pretty hot. I'm game. I don't have a twin. I need twins.
I have
Okay.
enough siblings that they think I'm twins with, but
I have a brother
I'm
that
good.
everybody thought I was twins with. He actually looks just like you.
Wait, what?
That's why I think he's so cute. Because he looks like my family.
Okay.
Because my brother's adorbs. Okay. I think that was fun. But let's hop into Gotham Press Podcast. Now.
From Bakersfield to Mount Olympus, Gotham Press talks naughty business. Sexual topics to explore your whoredom. Good if you're new or a kinky Yoda. Gotham Press Podcast. The dirty kinksters your parents warned you about.
Welcome to the Gotham Press Podcast. I don't know where I was going with that.
It was a really good voice.
It was
it was a very satisfying voice.
It was a very good, satisfying voice. Are you going to intro us?
interest
Are you
in
going
the contest of life.
Are you going to do our intro? Like the oh, wait. Are you going to do the intro like Anemic Princess did last week?
I'm not that good.
She was good.
She was really good. She was like broadcast good.
I know.
It was scary.
And she's not here tonight.
Nope.
Sadly.
Sadly.
So,
Wah wah.
can you try to mimic it a little bit?
I can try.
Go for it. Remember what we talked about at Wicked last night? Do that.
At Wicked, I don't. We did we talk at Wicked? I do not recall talking at Wicked. Did we talk?
There's talking at Wicked.
No way. Human interaction?
Yeah, that just seems weird. I'm
Thief.
stalling while I bring
have
up
an idea.
show notes.
Why don't you just cut and paste what she did last week?
Fatality.
Wow. Wow.
But then add the part that we talked about last night at Wicked.
I don't remember what
The
we
sponsor
talked
part.
about. Oh yeah, right. So, welcome to the Gotham Press Podcast. We would like to thank all of our Patreon supporters. For just $1 a month, you can help the podcast thrive. And for as little as $5 a month, you get early access to the episodes every Monday. If you're wondering at any point in time where we are in this broadcast, you can look and find us in the show notes. Our sponsors that we would like to thank tonight are going to be JW Paddles, Still Brat Passies, Piercings by B LLC, and Thief's Touch. And that's it. Enjoy the show.
Yay!
I think that was it. Is
That's
that it?
good, yeah.
Okay.
Let's throw in Heckler's Handiworks for kicks and giggles.
Oh, well, nah.
Okay. Tonight we are joined by two guests. Two of them.
We got two guests?
Two of them.
Oh, right.
We're not one human being?
Oh,
I mean, we are pretty similar, but not that similar.
you don't look anything alike. Both equally cute. Both equally cute. Okay. Tonight we're gonna talk about
Our guests?
our guests.
We're going to introduce them again?
What do you mean again?
Oh,
You mean for the first time?
right.
Right.
Yes. Welcome to the podcast to Vinci.
Hello.
And welcome to the podcast to Raven.
Hello.
Welcome, Lala.
Hi. Welcome, thief. Wait. Welcome.
Welcome.
So, do we want to go in order of show notes? Do we want to do this or we want to do this? I'm waving at the guests, or I'm waving at a letter I got from a listener.
That's right. Let's go with the letter.
Okay, so I want everyone's input on this letter. Okay, I got a letter from a fan in Ohio, and this
Ohio?
is what I'm assuming she's a she because, well, listen to the letter and you'll know. Hi, Lala. I'm writing to you and the rest of the gang at GPP to get some help about a tricky situation. The very vanilla, almost prudish supervisor of one of my work teams I am part of came to me privately to chat about a situation she was having. She held up her phone, and there was a picture of a beautiful domme wearing a brown leather corset and holding a crop in the assuming position. I don't really know what that means. I'm sure that my eyes went wide. First, because why would she come to show me this? Second, why would she come to show me this?
Wait, isn't that the first thing?
Yeah, but the inflections on the letter,
Oh,
she
so
like
they're just saying it
capitalized
again?
the why and the me. Like, why me?
So why are you showing this in the first place, and why me?
Exactly.
I wonder if it could be because of the way she dresses or something.
Maybe. I don't have lifestyle tattooed on my forehead. Apparently, an ex-boyfriend who she is still in good terms with, not friends with benefits, she informed me, sent this picture to her stating that he was moving because he had an offer he couldn't refuse. She shared some private relationship things about how he was the aggressor in their relationship. Possibly primal. My words, not hers. She asked me why he would send her this picture. Was it to make her jealous? To say, see what I got instead of you? If he was always the aggressor, why would he suddenly be interested in a domme? Was her question to me.
And so, just so I'm clear, what they're saying is that the person sent the dom picture and said I'm moving because I have something too good to pass up.
Yeah, like basically I'm moving
because of this
girl.
That's weird. Okay.
Right? Okay. At least that's how I'm reading it.
Right.
Okay. Totally at a loss, she then began to chatter on about life and how she trusted me and that we should spend a weekend drinking wine and talking about all the things. And then she started talking about her husband and how she wished he would be the aggressor. She then stated sometimes she wished she could just beat him and that he would probably like it. I stayed quiet, just letting her chatter on, but my guts were telling me I should confide in her and tell her all the things, safety and communication, and trying things to excite their relationship, to look into finding a local group. But wait, I'm in that local group. See my concern?
Okay, so first off, I would tell them do not.
There's more to the letter.
Oh my goodness.
Just a little bit.
I'm going to forget so much. Okay.
She is my supervisor and I like my job. What should I do? What can I do? I know that you at GPP will have some great information. I'm enjoying the show. Keep up the great work. Signed, Stumped in Ohio.
Okay, Stumped in Ohio, shut it down.
Shut it down?
Shut it down. Do not give them anything. It's a supervisor at work. That is horrible. Like, you do not want to be the one to be like, well, I don't know. Like, you don't want to be giving relationship advice to somebody who holds authority over you. Because if that relationship, something happens, they may reflect on you. They may blame you.
I agree with that.
So
I do.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But I also kind of agree with the writer that she should be informed, because she could, if she really is really thinking about beating her husband, could hurt him.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
but is it this girl's responsibility to take that role on for her supervisor?
That's what I'm saying. No.
Yeah.
I have to agree with Thief on that one, just because it's work related and not life related.
Yeah.
And also, if your supervisor is coming to you with that kind of stuff, you're out. They know.
How? Oh, poor
I don't
thing.
know, but like
well,
they're
not even necessarily, because
No?
I've had people approach me and I've never been out. They never even necessarily assumed or knew for a fact I was into any kinks or anything like that. But just because of my personality, I was just an open personality who they felt comfortable, like they could bring their concern to. They've approached me about it.
Okay, that makes sense.
It may just be a situation at work where the supervisor just sees this person enough that they feel like they can have an even level conversation with them. But even still, that is not a workplace conversation to have, and not something you bring up in the workplace, because that could be labeled as sexual harassment.
True.
Yeah.
Or just harassment in general.
But
Maybe.
it's of the sexual nature with showing the lewd photo and the poses and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone else at work were that to happen to, they would be taking that straight to HR, because that would be inappropriate.
Yeah. I see
Because
that.
that's not a workplace conversation to have.
Yeah. I wonder if that's why she was requesting that this girl go drink wine, get off the work site, and talk.
That's still
More
not
as
a good idea,
friends.
though.
Yeah.
Still not a good idea, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
I've
have to
seen a
agree
lot
with-
of workplace relationships go really bad just from taking that step out of work, thinking this could be a good idea, but something goes bad, and now the supervisor and the worker is not on good terms because they got into something while they were out drinking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, sex with coworkers, never good.
Bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if one of you has power over the other.
Yeah. My input on this is I'm kind of with the writer.
Yeah.
Like, I would want to educate this person.
But that's
But that's just my opinion.
You're also inflecting yourself into it. Like, that's who you are as a person. Is like, you want to help people, right? So take that away.
Okay.
Take your own wants and whatever.
All right, Stumpton, Ohio. Ohio. I think Ohio. I think that you know what they said. Keep it under wraps.
Try to keep that relationship professional.
Yeah, I wouldn't even keep it under wraps. I would just shut it down. Be like,
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable having this conversation with you. Or
Bring up that there's a lot of places they can do research about those subjects without necessarily outing themselves. Be like, hey, like, I know that this problem is really bothering you. I don't feel comfortable talking about you as we have a professional relationship and you are my supervisor. It's not, I don't feel that this is appropriate. But there are places you can do research about those conversations. Say, like, I might know a few people who might be able to give you some places to look if you want me to maybe send you those links and let you do with those as you will. And leave it at that.
Yeah,
Just-
that's good.
just give them the show notes. Gotham
Give
Press
them the
Podcast.
show notes. There you go. And then when they hear this letter,
Right?
oops. Thanks for writing. I don't know if we helped, but I think it's a almost unanimous vote that you should not
Not get involved.
get involved. So good luck.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's going to be a hard conversation to have, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe just ignore it.
Pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Pretend it didn't happen.
With having an actual conversation in place like that, the person is still going to come to them about it later, because it sounds like it was left on an ending conversation, an open-ended conversation where the person who could potentially come back and ask further questions. So just saying, hey, like, I know you need information and all this, but I don't feel comfortable talking about this, or are you sharing me this?
If it was me, I would just be like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep saying I don't know over and over until they just left me alone.
I merely say bringing up the workplace and the workplace rules, because then you are like, this is not okay, and you're reminding them of that so they don't go to someone else within the workplace and put them in this position also.
You would have to be a very warm person to pull that off, because if I tried that, it would come across as like an asshole thing to say. Like, this is not appropriate for the workplace. And they'd be like, fuck, dude, I thought we were cool. Like, I didn't know you were going to be a dick about it. That would be my worry. That's why I would try to, like, do the passive aggressive approach.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta go do this stuff over here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really loud. I
I wish I could
hear
help you, but
Starts randomly banging a hammer on the wall for no reason.
I'm working.
I really need to get back to work. I only make so much. Maybe if I made a couple dollars more an hour, I could take the time to help you out. But
Wow. This is probably not
That would
helping
be
you.
the asshole move.
Oh, we're laughing at her, poor thing. Okay, sorry.
I'm not.
It's just a tough situation.
It is a tough situation. I think that's why they're writing, because they don't know what to do. Trying to put myself in that situation. I don't know. I think I'd like to think I'm pretty open, but I don't know if I would be with my boss. So we have some guests.
We do.
And we're going to find out all about them.
Yeah.
Everything?
All the things.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're going to start with Raven. Sorry.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, you're stripping me bare naked first?
On table.
Uh-huh. Yep, we are.
We are?
All right.
For $20 a month, you can get the video portion of this broadcast.
So, Raven, you're a switch.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you said that. You almost like threw a little dom hat on when you
I
said
know.
that. I
Just
was
like a little bit intimidating.
Yeah. Like,
Hey, I did get to dominate someone Saturday night, and so I have a little bit of
The residual
little
energy.
Okay. Do you prefer the toppy side or the bottomy side?
So for me, that really honestly depends on the person I'm with. Being in a poly relationship lets me express openly both sides of that headspace. I am a switch in the truest sense that I literally go back and forth between the two. And I've been in positions where I've literally been in both headspaces at once.
That's got to be confusing. Is that confusing for you?
It's very difficult because your attention is going from I'm trying to have this control aspect over my submissive but my dominant's also in the room keeping over me, so I'm switching back and forth consistently between the two.
Do you ever get them crossed?
Oh, yes.
That's so fun. That is the funnest. The most fun. Funnest is the word. Yeah.
I'm just touching my tentacles. Sorry.
Ooh.
Okay. You also have little space and pet space. Is this true?
Yes.
Yes. Do you? What puts you in the mood to become your little or your pet? Are there like triggers that just happen?
There are definitely triggers that happen. Don't put me in a store and supervise, especially if we're going near a kids aisle. That there's no control over that.
All the balls go bouncing down the aisle.
And all the stuffies are pulled off the shelf and felt and
hugged and loved.
Oh,
and
yes.
Left in a glump.
Oh,
on the
yes.
floor. How old is your little?
She ranges from like what, 4 to 7 usually.
I'd say that, yeah.
Yeah, about 4 to 7.
Okay. And does she have a daddy?
We're talking about it. We're seeing how things potentially go.
All right. So who monitors your little?
So in the situation where she's coming out, or Vinci does take over a caregiver role, just monitoring and helping keep her occupied and focused and out of trouble.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
To across the table.
Well, okay, hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
Well, I know, but
Oh,
it's
about
just
this?
in reference
Oh, sure.
to that.
Go for it. Okay.
Because you're also a little,
I
right?
am also a little.
So can she pull you down?
Oh, yes.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
So
No.
usually we have to either have a supervisor or I just have to like tell my little like, hey, Raven needs me right now. You can fucking wait. Because my little is out often enough that it's fine that they can like take the back seat for a little while.
All the marshmallows and all the gummies.
And thankfully, because of my living situation and everything, we have a lot of good friends who also say we can't control the drop for either of us and we need to have some supervision. We'll let them know like, hey, we might need you.
Okay,
That's
well,
good.
that's
But
good.
we're also, I've noticed at least that we're also pretty, like, we kind of supervise ourselves almost. It's,
So
it's
you're-
not a super, like, heavy drop.
Right. So you're consciously able
To, like,
kind
say,
of-
like, hey, I'm about to do something dangerous. I should probably stop.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. Yeah.
Very good. Your roommates, are they lifestyle?
One of them is, one of them is not.
Okay.
One is more just kind of curious about the kinky aspects of life, but not really hardcore wanting to get into it or explore. It's just something she wants to kind of explore.
Learn about.
And my other one, she is in the lifestyle, but she's still very novice. She's still learning and new to the community and getting to know what the red flags are and everything like that.
Okay. Okay. And how long have you been in the lifestyle?
I've been in the lifestyle since I turned 18, in the community more recently.
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions for Raven before we move on to Vinci?
Good on you for waiting until you were 18.
Look at that smile. I'm not sure.
I may have started research before I turned 18, but I did not participate in any activities before I turned 18.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Who said, oh, geez?
I did. What's your pet space?
There's snow leopard.
Oh.
A snow leopard?
No,
Yes.
Leopard.
Leopard.
They're very long tails.
And very fluffy.
Super fluffy.
Well, I got really excited about that.
I know. To play with the leopard.
So, Lala,
wait till
We'll
you
figure
do
something
mine.
out.
when people are in pet space, does that make you drop into little space?
I think it might.
Okay, I'm not a little.
What about a middle?
I'm not going to deny that. I don't know. There's some aspect of something that's not normal with me.
Okay, so I think I know similar to what you're talking about because I get that around the littles. Like I don't feel like I'm a little. I don't drop into little heads, but I get really giddy and want to play and be playful. And like if we're in a store, like you were saying earlier, we're fucked because especially if I'm supposed to be keeping in charge because I'll be like rolling the balls down the aisle and like
Yeah. See, and I'm like I want to be the favorite auntie, so of course I'm going to join in and
Maybe it's
open
that aspect of
open
it
the
all.
circus cookies while we're in the store and
Right.
get the fruit juice cup things. Pack
juice cup.
fruit
pouch,
cups.
juice pouches?
What are they? Yeah, those. Thanks. I was thinking of the box. The fruit
Oh,
boxes.
juice boxes.
Thank you. Juice
We'll get there eventually.
How many brains does it take to figure out one word?
Apparently 3.
But I also at Big Lots sometimes they have these big crates of giant stuffies.
Oh.
And
Yes.
I honestly can say that I've been known to ride them. Not in a sexual way, but ride them down the halls.
Are you sure you're not a little
She's not positive.
I'm not a little.
middle?
I could be a middle.
I feel like we should have a discussion about this at some
I
Yeah.
point.
feel like I feel like there's definitely something age regression.
Yeah, so it may not be a full regression, but there is still a part that wants to have that childish glee without necessarily having a full
That-
drop.
Very playful in the moment. But I don't want a daddy.
That's fair.
You don't have to have one.
No,
That doesn't have to be a part of it.
I don't have a daddy.
Nope.
All right. Do you have a mommy?
Nope.
All right. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, we're not talking about me. We're talking about you guys.
You mentioned the big stuffies and the big boxes.
Yeah.
They do those with pillows sometimes.
Do you ever get in them?
No, but I put my ex's son in one.
Nice.
That's fun.
I
Yeah,
may or
I
may
just
not have climbed into one at some
Picked him
point.
up and dropped him right
Wow,
in.
it's like you're little or something.
Poof.
he just
sunk
poofed
down
and
to the
disappeared.
bottom.
Yep.
Did he laugh and cry? Or
He laughed. I should also mention he was 17 at the time.
Okay.
But he was just like a big
That's a good
kid,
clarification.
That is an important clarification.
Wow.
So when a little 4-year-old we just dropped and left, be like, goodbye forever.
Whereas the 17-year-old is,
Don't
he can
come
climb
out
out by
until the
himself.
lights turn off.
Actually, he had a lot of difficulty getting
Oh,
out.
he did?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's funny.
Because did they have the plastic sleeves on them?
I think he was just laughing so hard that he couldn't physically get out. We had to pick him up and lift him out.
Floundering through the pillows.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get back to Raven. Any more questions for Raven? Oh, snow leopard.
No leopard.
Do you have a handler?
Same kind of
Okay,
situation
yeah,
with the
situation.
daddy.
Okay.
We're still working things out and figuring things
It's more
out.
the temporary handler for
Yeah.
me.
You what?
It's more that I'm a temporary handler.
Okay.
It's until they either decide that I am the handler or they find one that works for them.
Okay. Okay. What makes you drop into that? Is there what dog park? Pet aisle?
Pet aisles are difficult. Cat toys, like the rattly cat toys. Shiny objects going back and forth. If you have one of those confetti strings that are the silvery metallic ones, and you go like that.
Wave it in front of you.
Yep.
Interesting.
And
Boxes? Cats like boxes.
I've,
Leopards like boxes.
I've also noticed that other
Tigers like
pets
boxes.
help them come out.
Yeah, other pets help
Fully,
me
at
come
least.
out, and boxes are definitely
Yes.
a thing. Actually,
I feel like it's a thing for most pets.
Yeah?
Boxes.
Does-
Yeah.
does
Either
your-
tearing them up or just hopping in them.
Yeah.
No.
because there was. I've been purposely not looking at that box because when Vinci was packing, because one of the boxes had gotten left in the doorway to the bathroom, and I was walking into the bathroom, and we had some friends over, and my first instinct was, don't step over the box, dive through it.
If that wasn't full of styrofoam, I'd say have at it. But no, styrofoam bad.
Just
Styrofoam's
reminded me.
horrible to pick
Okay,
up.
Yes.
listeners, there's a giant box
Yeah.
in the dining room, and we can all see it.
The dining room
Yes.
or studio.
And that studio.
Yeah, in the studio.
Can you cut that?
Probably not.
Giant box in the studio. Okay,
Could. And we've repeated it so many times now that we can't cut it.
we can.
No.
Giant box in
Just
I'll just play dolphin noises over the whole thing.
We now have a new segment, Random Noises, with Gotham Press.
Society
noises.
of Random Noises.
Lala is a dolphin in her pet space.
I do it really loudly, but not in the speakers. I mean the microphones. Okay. Any more questions? Any more questions?
I can't think of anything at the moment.
Moving on.
I have a
Down the
question,
line.
actually.
For who?
Raven.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Why are you so gosh dang cute?
Yeah, why are you so gosh dang cute?
And there's the little.
No, that's just the brat.
It's both.
Oh, he's a brat too.
He is a brat. So am I.
All right.
Again, I am surrounded by brown.
You're a brat
Always.
too. You can you can't even deny it. You
The
just
question
giggle.
is, who is the brat supreme in this situation? Because Brat of Steel is in here.
Ooh, I haven't seen your guys as brats.
Yeah, me
enough,
either.
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
can't really answer that. My go-to answer was gonna be Lala, but I don't know about that.
I think it might be Lala.
She gets like
I don't-
violently bratty.
Violently bratty. Oh no.
My question to that is, how well can you untie ropes while you're bound?
Oh, so well.
She's the master escape artist.
I am. Lord Rooster is my husband, and he is a rope god. So yeah, many times getting tied and untying myself.
Rope God, that sounds like an Eminem song.
A rope
Rope
god.
God. If Eminem was kinky. Rope
We
God.
don't know.
I would really listen to it then.
I don't
Yep.
know. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I can untie myself. I can get out of any situation. Yeah.
It sounds like a challenge.
Houdini.
It really does.
Okay. Hoo la la.
Ooh la la.
New segment.
New segment. How fast could they get out of the ropes for $100?
We don't have that kind of money.
All right,
Nope.
Vinci, it's your
Yes,
turn.
Yes.
You do leather work.
I do.
We have a leather question because
Okay.
we talked about
Cleaning our toys.
cleaning our toys last week.
Oh, I am not the person to ask for cleaning leather.
I figured you'd know.
Actually, I do know one thing. Linseed oil.
Does it change the color of your leather?
Slightly, but it helps protect the leather as well.
Okay. So if you just do it all, it's all going to change the same color. We're,
Yes.
No, that's not true.
Oh.
Because some of your toys are going to be made of different types of leather.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like fabric leather, it won't change the color, but it'll help protect the surface. If it's untreated, it will change the color.
Even treated can change color. And also, it can depend on different tanneries of leather.
Yep.
So you might have 2 pieces of chrome tanned leather, and you're like, oh, well, this is going to act the same. No.
Okay. Well, scratch that. What kind of leather work do you do?
I am not like Thief. I am not very good at floggers, so I focus mainly on like wallets and pouches. I recently made some pieces of armor, which was pretty cool.
Like a chest plate armor or like
vambraces
arm?
and a handpiece.
What did you call it?
Vambrace, which is the forearm.
And it's a fam?
Vam, like vampire.
Oh, okay.
Vambrace. And then the handpiece is called the demigauntlet.
For somebody who doesn't like blood, you sure smile wide at the mention of vampire.
Damn
Are you
it.
Team Edward?
Thief? I made you something at work today, and I forgot it.
That's all right. You
no.
forget the teeth every week, too.
I put them with the teeth,
Oh.
so I would remember.
Oh.
Dag Nabatron. All right. Next week.
Now I'm just curious about teeth. 'Cause I like to collect oddities.
Same.
So I work in a dentist office, and I make dentures. So I have access to fake teeth,
Yeah, they're not real.
plastic and
Sadly.
porcelain.
Even still.
But I got permission to take some. I didn't just take them. Mm-hmm. And I got them all cleaned up and stuff, and then I took 2 of them and I altered them.
Ooh.
All right. Sorry, enough about me. Leather work.
Leather work.
Have you ever done a leather like apron?
Corset?
No, but that is on my list to make. I just need the materials for it, as well as a chest piece like for armor as well, because I'm in the SCA, which is Society of Creative Anachronism. And I really want to make armor so bad. It just looks so fun to make.
Yeah.
Do you do tooling on the armor or on the leather?
Not traditional tooling. I use a wood burner to like do the designs in the leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you sell it?
I've tried to sell it.
You've tried.
I have an Instagram.
Do you want to shout it out?
Zephyr_Strix. Zephyr like a gentle gale of wind.
Can
And
you spell it for
that
us?
as ZEPHYR_STRYX
Okay.
So
on
like,
Instagram. It's called Peasant Armory.
Cool.
Is the name of the...
Do you take special orders?
I do.
Okay. I don't know what other questions to ask. So mostly they're more like costume. I don't want to say costuming because that's
No,
kind of
the armor
downgrades it. But
is
is it kind of
battle ready.
Oh, so you can
Yeah,
actually wear it.
You can
in
actually
a-
wear it in an SCA tournament.
Okay. Ooh.
in a what tournament?
SCA,
What is that?
Society of Creative Anachronism.
Oh, right. You just told us that.
I did.
Yeah. Usually at Renaissance fairs, you'll see
Ren
them.
fairs have armor. Some cosplayers choose to do leather armor instead of the foam. It's just the leather's more expensive is all. So it's harder. You have to be very careful with the material sometimes if it's a big piece.
Can I be a Debbie Downer?
Yes.
Nobody wore leather in battle
No, they did not.
in history.
But we also don't fight with real swords.
True.
We fight with
just-
rattan,
I-
which is like a hard bamboo, a harder bamboo.
I just learned this. I was watching some documentary on like, I don't think it was the History Channel, but it was a history documentary, and they were talking about how the movie Braveheart is fucking nothing about it ever happened. Like
Right.
they didn't fight in leather. In fact, the Scots back then had full suits of armor. Like
So-
they were.
So
I'm
in
like, holy shit.
Troy,
Yep.
Battle of Troy, they were all wearing leather,
Not in real life.
not in real life.
No.
Interesting.
It was most likely copper or iron at the time, right?
Probably. I don't know for a fact.
Okay,
But I
okay,
know
because
that-
they show in movies, and I realize it's a
Yes.
movie.
Right.
In costuming, it's
Most
leather.
of the time,
Right, like
movies
the
aren't
show
accurate.
Vikings too.
Yeah.
They're all in leather, but yeah, the Vikings never fought in leather.
It looks so much nicer.
They never fought in
God, it
leather, but
looks
they did wear
badass.
leather
I know,
at
yes.
like ceremonies and such because
Yes.
it's easier to make them fancy than metal armor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it moves easier.
It moves much easier than metal armor.
And probably feels better if you're in a cold climate to wear.
I can confirm that it feels better too.
Oh,
I've actually worn a full chest piece of metal armor and it's heavy as shit.
wait, did you wear a full metal suit of armor nude?
No.
Damn it!
Ouch! I think that would.
I've been
pinch.
telling him he needs to do that, but
That would pinch.
I do have something about being nude in something though. If I can share that.
You can share anything you want.
I did wear a kilt for the first time at the camp weekend of Dan Camp without my underwear.
You're
That's
supposed
just wearing
to.
it normally. Yeah,
That's how you
normal.
wear it.
And now Raven's glaring at me.
I have been trying to get him to take his underwear off with that damn kilt since he got it. But he does it the one time I'm not there
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
because I wasn't able to make it to camp.
Nope.
Trouble in
I'm
paradise.
in danger.
We'll
That's
talk
just a
about that
joke.
later.
Watch
fine.
out if the leopard might come out.
The leopard.
Big old claws and sharp teeth.
Do you have any other questions for me? Laura?
Yes. All of them.
Wait, no, we can't just change the subject so
What?
easily.
We can't.
I was.
We're egging on the future fight.
Well, we were gonna move on to.
Oh, okay, go
Okay. No. Well, he was talking about a kilt.
Kilt.
Yes.
Okay. Are you done?
Are you done?
Are you done with that
Are
one?
you
I want to
done?
know about the pet spaces.
Oh, the
Yes. My
pet
3
space.
pet spaces.
Yes, 3.
Wait, you have 3?
Yes.
3.
Yes.
Why do you
Holy
think I'm
crap.
like I'm
It's actually
Jonesing?
more common than you think to have more than one.
Jonesing to find out.
3.
I have 3.
3. Like the owl from the Tootsie Roll?
One?
Or no,
A 2.
it wasn't Tootsie Roll. What was
3.
it?
It was Tootsie Roll.
Was it?
Crunch to get to the Tootsie Roll Center.
Yes, Mr. Owl.
But it wasn't a Tootsie Roll. It was a pop. It was a...
Tootsie Roll Center.
Huh, okay.
They're called Tootsie Pops.
Tootsie Pops. Oh, you're right.
Of course we're right. And if you open the wrapper and you see the bow and arrow shooting a star,
That's a special one.
What's special about it? It was in somebody's mouth already?
I think
No.
you got a free Tootsie Roll pop.
Or you could collect them, and the ice
no,
cream.
back in the day.
Ice
Oh.
cream trucks would take the collected Tootsie Rolls, and you'd get like a free ice cream.
Holy crap. How come
I
we don't
didn't
do
know
that?
that was
That was
thing.
like back.
Back in the day
Back
when I was
I
young,
think
how to
if
get
you
me more.
took, yeah, okay. Pet spaces.
Spaces. Yes, I have 3. I have a monkey named Vinci, which is where I got my fet name from. I have a Basenji, which is an African hunting dog named Medjai, which is it's like Egyptian protector. And then I have a Great Pyrenees named Yuki.
So what would cause each one to come out?
Oh, I can't control it.
No?
I can't control it at all.
So what are some things that would set them off separately? No? Am I jumping the gun? Go ahead.
I want to know what kind of monkey.
Oh.
A bonobo.
I gotta picture the monkey.
So it's a relative of a chimp. The only reason chimps and bonobos aren't like mating is because the bonobos don't swim across the river to chimps.
So like an orangutan?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's exactly like a chimp, just more chill.
I'm going to look up an image for them.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and ask your question.
I don't remember what
You
my
said
question
what
was.
makes
'cause
them
you,
come
like,
out.
just-
I
You
wanted
said
to know what kind of monkey.
I think you were going on the line of like what triggers them.
Isn't
Yeah.
Vinci an actual monkey though? Isn't that for some reason that's triggering a
You mean Caesar from Planet of the Apes?
no? Isn't there a monkey named Vinci somewhere?
Maybe.
All
I
right,
don't know. It's me.
it's you.
So usually the trigger for my pet spaces are other pets or like I totally got distracted, sorry.
I'm sorry, I had to pick a photo with.
With monkey boobs.
Yep.
Yeah. I
All
was
right.
gonna say send that to me, but you don't have my number, so because I would put it in Discord after this was released.
So what triggers them mostly is other pets. So like my first pet den, I didn't come out, but my second one, I was just romping because my friend who's a pet like just basically dragged Vinci out.
Okay, Vinci.
Yeah.
So you don't know who's gonna come out when?
I don't know who's gonna come out until it happens.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have to make the conscious effort of getting into the headspace rather than it just dropping.
Okay.
But there are some instances where like they come more forward than not, so I'm able to tell which one is which sometimes. But for Medjai and Yuki, which are both dogs, it's really hard to tell sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I don't know until like one of them makes a certain noise.
Okay.
Because Basenjis are they're small to medium dogs, and the Great Pyrenees are obviously big dogs. Ginormatrons, yes.
Personality-wise, for more common days, the Basenji reminds me more of a medium terrier breed.
Yes.
Okay.
Then Great Pyrenees are just like,
Big, fluffy, white mountain dogs.
yeah, they're just like
And
a
they
mountain
chew
dog.
up couches and chairs and stuff.
They do?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I have a
didn't know
neighbor down the street, not a neighbor. They would put furniture out in the yard. I don't know why, and this dog would shred it. It would look like snow all over because they would just
Because they dropped into headspace and didn't have a handler?
the Great Pyrenees.
The Great Pyrenees, which are beautiful dogs. If you don't know what they look like, you should look it up. They're beautiful.
There.
Same with Basenjis. Mm-hmm. It's exactly like how it sounds to look it up. Basengi.
Basenji.
Okie
Basenji.
dokie. Okie dokie.
Basenji. See, when
We
you,
will look
when
those
you
up.
were describing Basenji,
Mm-hmm.
I was picturing like a guard dog.
They're kind of like guard dogs,
Oh, okay.
just smaller, and they're native to Egypt. Like they date back to ancient Egypt.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's why they're often named Medjai, which is an Egyptian protector. I said that already though.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm trying to look it up. And oh, there we go.
Oh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Yes.
it matches your coloring.
It does match my coloring, which is odd because my pet space has black fur.
Do they come in different colors?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right then. There we go.
Yay.
So, oh wait, I closed that, and I need that.
You need
I need it because I gotta ask other questions.
The other question.
How many times has your pet space come out
Oh.
here?
Here,
Yeah,
At-
like
at-
pet romps and stuff.
Vinci's only come out at this location.
The studio.
The studio, yes. In the studio. He's just romping around. And at Dam Camp, we did a little like mini romp. And then I've romped a few times at friends' houses and then at my own house as well. And it just depends on who wants to be out more, I guess.
Okay. Is there different gear though for?
Oh, it's all the same gear.
It's all the same gear.
They all are okay with me wearing the same gear. It's like I don't have proper gear. Like I don't have like wrist wraps or anything. I have like arthritis wrist supports. And I wear like black pants, socks, and a black shirt.
Okay.
And they're all just okay with the. Oh, and I recently got these like arm cooling things that have like little gloves attached to it.
Okay.
So that's my gear. It's just all black, basically.
So does Vinci get along with the other animals?
Yeah, they get
Because
along pretty well.
he's different.
Like, mind-wise.
Because he's different.
He is different. But they're all not like generic animals. Because, like, I don't know anyone with a Great Pyrenees or a Basenji or a monkey. That's a bonobo.
I mean, I don't either.
Exactly. So they're all not like... So they're all different enough, but similar enough as far as not, like, common. They all kind of, like, are interested in each other and get along.
Okay.
Like, at least in my head.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What about other pets?
Oh, Vinci loves everybody.
Yeah.
And everyone loves Vinci, as far as I can tell.
Does Vinci try to ride other people?
Vinci
Other animals?
Other animals tend to ride Vinci, and he lifts them on their back. Because Vinci is very strong. Much stronger than I am.
Very strong.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Let's see. You also are into age play. Mm-hmm. And when you say age play, does that just mean that you have a little inside
I have
you?
a little and a middle side.
Okay. Ages?
Little is probably 3 to 5. Middle is probably like 12 to 15.
Mm-hmm. Both boys? One girl?
Both boys.
Both boys.
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're in middle space, can you give me some music recommendations?
Oh, he likes like alternative rock.
Nice.
So he likes like Muse, Evanescence, some Gorillaz.
Nice.
Coheed and Cambria is a good one for him too.
I feel like music tells you a lot about somebody's middle.
It does. He also likes video games a lot. I've noticed that.
A lot.
Like Pac-Man?
No, like
Wow.
Like
Not
first-person
Pac-Man.
shooters.
First-person shooters,
Sword games.
Yeah.
Anything he can chase something and kill it.
Yeah. He's
Like
very
any
violent
teenage
in
boy.
video games.
I'm showing my age.
But I do like Pac-Man as like myself. I actually really enjoy Pac-Man.
As a retro classic.
I
No,
like,
not even as a retro classic, just as a game.
I
I,
like
also
a good
enjoy
game.
Pong.
I like Centipede. That's my
Centipede's a good
favorite.
one. Or Snake.
Mm-hmm. I don't know Snake.
It's probably like Centipede.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Depends on what centipede you're talking about.
Ooh. Okay. So when we were chatting earlier, you said age play. Do you do age play?
For what I understand, age play is just little and middle play.
Are you asking about
I'm
dark
asking
age
about.
play?
Yeah, is
Oh.
age play? Does
Age
that
play's just-
incorporate dark age play?
No.
No, dark
Oh.
age play is its own category.
Dark age play is off. Yeah.
And from what I
absolutely-
understand, dark age play is like having sex as a little,
yeah,
correct?
sexual interactions.
Yeah, like yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's not the case for me at
Okay,
all.
okay. Because I didn't know. Because when you said it, I guess I've not heard the term age play unless it was.
I usually just say age regression, but I just said age play because I was typing quick.
Right. Yes.
I don't want to type out regression.
Yeah.
But yes, from what I understand, dark age play and age play are two different things.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. Because I did look up age play and I was like, is that what he means? Because I've not really heard it. Blah blah blah.
Usually when we're discussing if we use the term age play, if we're referring to like the darker side, we'll throw in like defining terms like sexual or not safe for work
Yes.
type things
Oh, okay.
along with it, so they know that we're talking about that specific
Yeah.
subcategory.
Okay. Thank you. I didn't know. I wasn't confused, but I wanted to make sure I understood.
Right, right.
But it just, when I looked it up, it was just like the normal littles and middles stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was just, okay. Okay, so you're a sensualist?
I am essential. So I like sensation play. I like just feeling energy.
You like to give it or do it?
Both.
Both. Wait, give it or receive it?
What did you say?
I
originally?
said-
Give it or do it.
Give it or
Give
do
it
it.
or do it.
Which is the same thing.
I completely understood exactly what you
I
were
did as
asking.
well.
I did too, so
That's all that matters, right?
Would have never caught that if you hadn't caught it yourself.
Yeah. Yes, I like giving and receiving sensation play.
Yeah, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
love sensation play too. I think it's fantastic.
And I actually haven't done any of that with Raven yet. Yeah, I just realized that.
Oh, you
we
may
ha-
have a treat in your
We
near future.
we haven't actually done like an actual scene, I don't think.
Not necessarily. We've done like pseudo
we've
scenes.
we've done mini tastings with each other. But we haven't like sat down like negotiated a scene.
Oh, okay.
Because at this point we're just exploring, figuring out each other's wants, likes, and needs, so that when we do go into scening, we have a good idea of exactly what each person needs and wants and what boundaries lie.
Because Raven and I,
so
our relationship is still pretty new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a switch as well?
I'm a bottom-leaning switch.
Bottom leaning. Okay. So are you more of like a service top? Like you top
I'm
to
a service
please
submissive.
other people?
Service tops are slightly different, from what I understand, Thief.
I think more okay, so I would be that. So I am a submissive, but I will top someone to make them happy.
I feel like
Yeah.
that is also a service submissive. Because we have a friend who is Raven's potential play partner who services them, but they're not a top.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense too.
I don't really know the proper terminology.
Neither
I've been
do I.
told
That's
it
just
one
what I
way,
understand
so-
from it.
Okay.
From what I understand, service tops do not have a submissive side.
Oh, well, then that is not me.
No.
So, do we think that Anemic is screaming at us right now when she's listening?
Probably.
More
Yes.
than likely.
Yeah.
Hi,
She will
Anemic.
school us
Hi.
when we see her next.
Yes.
We miss you.
And next week on,
She's already.
We're going to have to
typing.
come back and they're going to be like, here's all this information that you guys have fucked up.
right?
Yeah, Anemic, I hope you're making notes.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
what I do when I listen. I'm like, oh, gotta go back and fix that.
Yeah.
Should have researched that.
Right.
Okay. But you have done sensual play with others.
Yes, I have.
Do you have a favorite piece of equipment,
I like knives.
tool, instrument? Knives.
Knives.
Mm.
I don't do any cutting. I just do like the sensation of the metal on the skin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the scraping and
Because
the dragging.
I don't do blood very well. So like I'm not into like needle play or anything like that. But I do like knives. I like paper clips. Not paper clips, clothespins. Clothespins.
That is not sensual. That is painful.
Depends
Clothespins
on where you
aren't.
put it.
I think they are.
You think they are? Mm-hmm. Oh, my pain tolerance must be different than yours then. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't take pain very well, and I like clothespins.
Also, sensual play can incorporate some pain.
Yes.
Not mine.
Not yours.
You just want the snuggles and the
I
lovings.
want the bunny fur and the feathers and the scratchy,
Feel goods.
scrapey and the knife and the cold and the hot and the
I also like giving
kisses
massages.
and the bites and the.
Okay, the cold and hot thing borders on that.
It does.
It can border on
In
that.
your opinion,
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, another part of my sensation plays, I like to give massages. Massages are very nice. And then...
I need a massage.
you need
So
a
you're
massage?
poly, right?
I am poly.
Hi.
Hi.
No.
I need a massage. How many
Well-
partners are you looking for?
Right now,
You
just
like older
play
women?
partners for... funny story about that. By people who I've had relations with, they've called me a motherfucker. So does that answer your question?
That brings up a question.
That
for
brings
me.
up a question.
Yes.
Yes.
I need to find the person that's in a polycule with a person and their parent.
Wait.
It has to exist.
Wait.
I'm sure it does, but
It
that
has to
borders
exist.
on
Wait.
something very sketchy.
Yes.
So you might be able to find that in certain areas,
So-
but
Just to clarify, Thief, you want a relationship with like...
No, I want to talk to somebody in one. Like in
Oh,
and I
who
know
are
that
dating each other?
I know it's like kind of taboo, but that's why I want to talk to them. Like I want to know how they separate it and how they
so
how they
like
differentiate between being child and parent versus being together.
so like say
Wait, are you
stepdad
talking
comes in and gets with both mom and daughter or son,
yes.
Okay, I was understanding it wrong.
but not
Yeah.
not the parent and child having this.
no they're
Okay.
not connected.
Got
They're
it.
just simply
Got it.
yeah. It has to exist out there. There has to be a thing.
I mean, there's enough porn fantasies. One of them's bound to be true.
I have found a situation like that on Tinder.
Ooh.
Yeah, there was this son and father who were like looking for someone to have sex with, but also a relationship with, but they weren't having sex with each other.
Right.
So they just got off with the idea of them
Yeah,
sharing
see,
a person?
Yes.
That seems more fetishized. I
Yeah.
was looking for more of an actual like
Dynamic.
not a fetish.
Okay,
type
wait,
of deal,
wait,
but-
wait. I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
Okay.
Okay. So a mom
Yep.
and her son
Yep. Dating the same person.
dating the same person.
Yep.
But the mom and son not having relations.
Correct.
Correct. Kind of similar to the
Which is what
idea
you
of...
said, but just different.
What I said, or what I started saying was incest, but
Yeah,
I
not
got
incest.
clarified because I understood it wrong.
So kind of like along the
Oh.
lines of the twins we were talking about
Yes.
earlier.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Being able to have that experience, but not necessarily having that
Having
familial
the
incest, but they're
twins
just
wouldn't be-
sharing you.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, thief.
What?
You just want to talk to them.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. You're not looking to join a polycule like that.
No, but if I was, it wouldn't be none of your business.
I'm not judging you. I'm just very
Okay.
curious. Because I
No.
would want to talk to them too.
Yeah,
Right. That's what
I
I'm. That's
agree.
what.
Yeah.
And see, I don't know why. How. I don't know how this thought came into my head while we were talking, but it did.
I'm glad
Did
you let that
twins
out.
comment
'cause-
from like an hour ago finally catch up with you?
No, it was. It was something we were talking about right now,
Interesting.
right before.
Huh.
Squirrel.
Okay.
Basically,
So you're poly.
yes.
How many partners do you have?
Currently, 2.
Two. And one is not in the lifestyle.
Right.
How's that work?
Yeah.
He understands that I'm in the lifestyle. He understands that I like pain to an extent, but he is also asexual, or no, he's demisexual. So like that aspect has never come into play yet, because I think it's just as new, if not newer, than Raven and I. But we've also talked a lot longer than Raven and I. So he came out to me as poly on the first date. I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. And then when I met Raven, I realized like, okay, I want to date this person and this person. So, but not like a triad polycule, just like separately.
Right.
So, how it works with him is he's okay with me being kinky. He's okay with me doing the things that the lifestyle like allows. He just doesn't want to do it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like I've invited him to come to Wicked and stuff, like so he can like experience like the formalities of like, hey, these are kinky people, but he's just not interested.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really hard. I'm sorry to cut you off.
You're fine.
I saw somebody at Wicked who was not in the lifestyle, who's from a different friend group of mine, and they were like, "Hey," and I was like, "Hey,"
Did they come to
with somebody else.
the table?
Yeah.
With someone else?
With somebody
So
else.
but they were part of the group.
They were part of the group,
They sat down at our
but they're
tables.
not part of our community yet.
Okay.
And so,
Oh, wait, back up.
okay.
They sat down at the tables because you were there?
No, they were already sitting at the table with the person they came
Thank
with.
you. Okay.
So
Clarify.
somebody brought them, and she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get on Fet. I don't know if I'm gonna join the community. And I was like, well, it's fine. Like you're just here, like hanging out. She's like, it's really good to know somebody here though. Like I feel safer now. I was like, once you start talking to us, you will realize that this is not the crazy, like Wild West thing that you thought it was in your head. Like
It's not 50 Shades.
Right. It's
No.
people talking about fucking Dungeons and Dragons at this part of the table.
Yeah.
There's people over here that are trying to have like some little conversation about what to make for breakfast. And, like, and it's just random people. It's just people.
Yeah.
That just so happen to have one common mutual interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So like with my other partner, I've tried to like see if he was interested, and he's just like, no, not my thing. I'm like, cool. So like our thing is SCA. Like that's how we connect with each other. Our thing is like SCA in video games, and then Raven and I are also SCA video games, but also kink.
Yeah.
Right.
But that was the nice thing about their relationship is he is okay with me also joining in and going to these events that were originally just something between the two of them that they
SCA
shared.
events.
That's amazing.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he's
Awesome.
very
That
understanding.
is-
I'm very lucky to have both my
Yeah.
partners.
That is very lucky.
Well, that's great. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm happy for you guys. For all three of you.
Because Lala couldn't do that. She'd be like, no, this is our thing. I'm kidding.
I know where you live. I know which window is yours. I know how to get in your room.
That's true.
All right. That was my threat.
Come over anytime.
The problem is every time I come over here, you're at my window, at my house. So
Well-
we just like cross in the night.
That's true.
Me getting in your empty bed is not going to
Two
do anything.
kindred spirits in the night
Well-
crossing each other's
Because
paths.
he's looking at a half an empty bed
Yeah.
in my window.
Rooster's really warm, too.
He's always kicking those blankets
Yep.
off.
I think Raven's having a moment over there.
What's going on over there?
I just had a random song pop in my head when you guys were talking about passing by each other.
Yeah.
Don't Stop Believing Journey.
Oh.
Copyrighted.
That just started playing in the background of my head as you guys were saying that, and I was trying to hold myself together and it didn't work.
It's great.
We never stop.
Is there anything that the two of you want to share or ask or
I have a funny story about being a switch, actually.
love to hear it?
It was a high school relationship with the same person that I got walked in on.
Okay.
Like, banged on the wall on. We were, like, just fooling around. Like, so I started, like, just put my hand on their throat, like, lightly. And they're like, then they reached up and did it to me, too. And we're just like, what do we do? We're just like, this dynamic is changing. And then,
Challenge?
yes. And then a week later, we started talking about pegging.
Oh.
I was like, this probably isn't for me. And then 8 years later,
Hello.
no, not 8 years. It was high school. I was thinking of, I just met up with a friend today who I've known since middle school, and they came in from another state.
Uh-huh.
And so that's why I have the 8 years. It's been like 6, I think.
Are you into pegging now?
Yes. With my lovely partner, Raven.
Nice.
Yeah. They're helping me work through it all, and I
Good.
am enjoying it so far.
Did you hear our episode last week all about anal and all
We
the
were your
safety and
audience.
all this? Oh, you guys were. I forgot. Okay, sorry.
I think we
Wow.
were also a little bit distracted during that entire session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go back and listen to the...
Yeah.
Hey, you went to camp.
We did go to camp.
You went to damn camp.
I got
Raven
cupped.
didn't get to go.
Got
Did
cupped at
Moby
camp.
cup you?
No.
No.
Miss J did.
And it was great. I'm
It
assuming.
was very great. Would you like to see a picture after the show?
Yeah, I would. So how was the setup? Like, was it? Have you been to camp before? Was
no,
this your
that was
first
my
time?
first time.
Okay. Did you have to set up your own tent and all that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. But luckily, I was sponsored for the event, so everything was there waiting for me.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
So how was I heard the drive up was pretty scary.
Oh, I closed my eyes for most of it.
Why?
The same feeling of being on a windy roller coaster.
Roller
Roller
coaster.
coaster.
Is your little coming out?
A little bit.
Did you have
Because
to?
you're scared.
was it
No,
like
just because I'm getting sleepy.
Oh.
Was it a long, windy, like mountain road?
Long, windy, vertical mountain road.
Was there cliffs on one side?
Cliffs on, cliffs
yeah.
on one side.
That-
No guardrails. Just dirt, bumpy road. I'm just like, we could die. But we
Yeah.
didn't. I'm still here, so it's all good.
Yay!
Yay. Nobody died. Did you get
Nope.
stung by a jellyfish by chance?
No,
Did you see the
I
jellyfish?
did.
Were they beautiful?
I was tempted to go to like a little
A little,
fondle
There was a
fondle.
jellyfish and you didn't tell me?
A paper one.
several.
Several paper ones.
Okay, you didn't get stung. Do you know if anybody got stung by jellyfish?
I mean, I have tentacle marks on my back still, so it might be an octopus that got
Okay.
me. It might be a jellyfish with like suckers.
Do you need help?
I don't want to be peed on.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what we were getting at.
Yeah.
Well, I armed Anemic with some jellyfish
Yes.
so that if she wanted to do a scene, she could. But
Yeah.
I don't know if she did because I haven't got to talk to her
I know.
because she's not here tonight.
Busy bee.
Shisha Mahaka.
That conversation will have to wait for the next episode when she is here.
I won't be here.
You won't be here.
I won't be here.
The next episode.
Exactly. Okay. So I have a question for you, Raven.
Yes.
when we were chatting earlier, you said that you are a pleasure dom.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what that means?
So for me, with my partners, I enjoy giving them pleasure. And depending on what their limits are, I will not stop giving them pleasure until they can't speak anymore at times.
Ooh.
Pleasure, is that sexual or is that like a certain kind of...
Depends on the situation and what their wants and needs are.
Okay.
I have been in situations where it's just, they just need someone for the day to just completely take care of them, just helping them in the shower, making them food, being a caregiver, just doing that fully. Even though they're not necessarily in like a little space or anything like that, they just need like a full-on caregiver for the day just to help them get through. Or it's tying them up and strapping a vibrator to them and having them count every time they come.
And how many partners are you looking for?
All right, repeat after me. We will not use the podcast. This is dating pool.
Damn it.
We will not use the podcast.
They're just so yummy.
I know.
Okay.
I have an interesting thing about Raven if they're cool with me sharing it.
Well, I mean, he won't know until you say it.
You can share that if
So-
you so choose.
So they like strap-ons.
Uh-huh.
And they can actually get pleasure from someone sucking on a strap-on.
Uh-huh.
Is that
So I can get physical pleasure from having a strap-on as if it was a normal anatomical part of me.
Are there
It's very hot.
things on the other side?
No.
So it's all just
Just
That's
that
awesome.
mental stimulus.
The visual
that
and
is
mental
fucking
image.
amazing.
Yeah,
That is
it's
awesome.
very hot. I enjoy it a lot for
That is
their
awesome.
sake.
That's left you with more questions.
No, I was going to say
Jealous?
that happened to me once.
Oh.
And I didn't know what was going on. Like, because it was an amazing scene, let me tell you. It was amazing. 2 girls and a guy, and basically we were role-playing, and the guy, like, rented us, I'd say in quotes, even wrote out, like, a physical check for, like, $3,000. Yes, a real check, signed it, everything.
Did you get to deposit it later?
No, it was all role-play.
Can I tell you an interesting little side thing?
Yeah.
The original title of the movie Pretty Woman was
Yeah.
$3,000.
Really?
Yes, because that's how much the check was.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Well, so what the premise was is he rented us. We came to his house, and then the idea was that he could do whatever he wanted, but it had to have a choreographed striptease. So I literally learned a striptease from a dance instructor.
Ooh.
Like, we went all out. Got a strap on, and he wanted to watch us suck each other off. And I got so into the whole role play, like I was this person. Yeah, I was having an orgasm while they were sucking on me. It was so
That's
freaking
awesome.
hot. And I thought,
It is one of the
What is-
most interesting sensations that you will ever have.
I just thought that I was a little bit too into it.
Right?
But now I'm
You
thinking,
feel better about it?
I didn't not feel good about it. It just was one of those things in the back of my mind, like, that was really interesting. I wonder if that would happen again.
Does it almost feel validating now that you know
It-
that another person has experienced it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
Good on us.
Very good on you.
Yeah, no, that's very cool. I'm glad to hear that happened.
I
with
also have a similar thing like that happens, where I get the like emotional pleasure almost out of like servicing people. So it's not like orgasm level of pleasure. It's just like that feel good energy of like not actually anything being done to me, but like I still get that sensation of like, hey, this feels amazing. But like I'm just servicing somebody. I'm just like refilling their drink. I'm giving them a massage, that kind of thing.
Does it almost give you goosebumps?
A little bit,
Like
yeah.
if it just feels so good, like job well done, got goosebumps. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten that. I think it's a submissive thing.
You know what I've learned this tonight?
What's that?
That these two are awesome partners.
They are. And I think they need
Be
us
amazing.
to join their
That's
All
not
I'll
where I was
say with
going with
that-
it.
Oh.
All I'll say to that is you'll have to join the line.
Yeah, there's many.
I'm
right
I'm
now.
really playing. I'm playing.
Are you,
because
though?
I'm playing.
But not about you guys being amazing partners.
I
Like,
mean-
that sounds
Yes.
you guys have
You're ticking a lot of boxes, like that just sound amazing
communication,
to
getting
me.
to know each other.
This has been a lot of work on my part, actually, because I used to be like very heavily monogamous until like the beginning of COVID. Like COVID just changed like a lot of things for me. I've become more understanding. I've become more like communicative. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just changed a lot as a person, and now I'm just happy with the person I'm becoming.
I feel like a lot of us have done that
Yeah.
during this whole like, and I wonder if it has anything to do with the lockdowns and stuff, or if it's just that time in the world.
Yeah.
You know, like when people are stopping to think, I know what everybody expected of me, but what am I really?
I think the time alone and not being able to socialize and getting to look at your inner self
Yep.
and getting to really read yourself and all of that, I think that was a really good eye opener for a lot of people who took advantage of it.
Yeah.
Right. And you also exhaust your normal porn, so you end up going into deeper and deeper things, and so that opens windows and doors. No?
Well, maybe
I
for
feel
you,
it.
I didn't porn.
Oh, that's right.
It's okay. It's all right. Do you guys watch porn?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Not as much anymore.
Yeah.
I do, and you know very well that I do, considering what just happened the other day.
So, can I tell them? I would not give names.
Yeah.
So, we went to a friend's house, and I was like, I wonder what's on Raven's PS4 web browser. And they're like, oh, I know exactly what's on there, but go ahead. Because we were teasing the person we were with. Because it's hilarious to tease
Wait,
them.
you can look at porn on a PS4?
Yeah.
There's an internet browser.
You just have to go on the web browser and you can look up any porn you want.
You can look up
Alright,
anything
what's-
you want.
What's the web browser called?
It's just www. When
Yeah, it's like a www.
www.
I can
Okay.
show you at a later time.
Okay.
We can show you right
I need
after
to know
this.
by tomorrow, though.
You need to know by tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're taking your PS2 for
I don't have
87
one,
with
but
you.
where I'm going to house it for the weekend.
Oh, but then you
has
also
one.
have to show him how to delete it.
No, I don't give a
Yes.
shit. Nope.
Dude, I'm
Web browsers are important to delete.
Yeah.
I know this from experience. Growing up Mormon and then looking up porn.
Growing up Jehovah's Witness and then looking up porn and may or may not having a secret phone just to do that.
Oh no, I got caught one time.
looking at
up
porn.
Yeah.
Ooh. Did you have to go repent?
My dad almost made me wake up my sisters to tell them how disappointed in me I was.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that's how my life was growing up.
I didn't mean to chuckle. I just had a really random, horrible
I laugh
dream
about
that
it now.
had.
That's why I shared it.
No, I started laughing because I actually had a dream once that my mom walked in and found some of my toys on my floor. Because I had been given some toys from an ex-partner when I was still living at home with my mom. Mind you, my mom is a Jehovah's Witness, so that would not have gone over very well.
No.
And so I just had this reoccurring nightmare up until I moved out of her coming in my room and finding a toy that I had accidentally left out or that my cats had knocked out of their hiding place.
Oops. That's
Yeah.
great.
This is why it's always good to clean and properly store your toys.
Exactly. Nice reference.
Yeah.
Reference.
Reference.
Hey, Thief.
Yes, ma'am.
Should we talk about the kink of the week? Kink of the week? Do we have a kink of the week?
I don't know if we do or not.
Well, if we don't, then that's our show.
Bye.
Do.
Yeah, actually, since we have guests, we should probably.
Do it.
Yeah, we should have.
You do it.
We should have.
You're in charge of it.
Well, this week, our kink/fetish of the week is Hybristophilia.
Hybristophilia.
Yeah.
What?
It is the arousal by the knowledge that one's partner has committed a heinous.
Heinous.
Yeah.
Heinous.
A heinous act or crime. This can include cheating,
Interesting.
lying, robbery, or murder.
Ooh.
This is sometimes known as Bonnie and Clyde Syndrome, after the American bank robbing and murdering duo. One partner is turned on by the other's bad deeds. Some people find themselves attracted to criminals who are in prison as well.
And that's why people get married to people who are in prison.
Yeah, could be one of the reasons.
Would be.
Not necessarily.
Should be. I deem it so.
Calm down.
I have never heard of this.
No?
No.
I haven't either, but if you think about it,
It makes sense.
I, for one, have never been aroused by being cheated on.
No, it's
No, that's just a generic example.
Right.
No, I
and
don't
it
like that
doesn't-
one, but-
it doesn't have to be the act itself. It could just be the person that committed. So, for instance, thief is a very bad human being. He's a horrible person who was
just
highly and very, very, very attracted to Casey Anthony.
Who?
Casey Anthony.
Who?
I actually don't know who that is.
Who?
She's the girl that was on trial for killing her kid.
Oh, that's
that one.
horrible.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
But she was really hot.
I
so
don't care.
that fetish is being attracted to the person,
Right.
and they just
Despite the
happen
fact-
to do the crime,
No,
or is it linked?
oh yeah, I think I see your point.
Is
Yeah,
this
I
a
think
real
it has
thing?
to be linked.
It has to be linked.
Yeah. So
So
maybe
that
that's not
wouldn't
your
have-
fetish.
wouldn't
Thief, are you
apply to
really
me.
attracted to this person?
I was, yes, but not because of what they did.
Oh, okay.
Just
then
simply
you don't
because she
fit
was
that.
hot.
Astostophilia
Yeah,
or
that's what I
whatever.
just realized is it doesn't
It's
apply.
It's kind of like the whole villain idea of people being extremely sexually attracted to an evil villain in like a video game or a movie.
True.
Yes.
Despite the horrible atrocities that they have done, they're still have that strong attraction to them.
Scar.
Or here's a really good example: is a lot of girls are really attracted to bad boys.
Because they can protect them. They will protect them.
That it's
That's the
From other people, I should say.
But not themselves.
Right. So, I mean, you might get victimized, but you also know that that person will stop any other person from victimizing you.
I
There's
don't
probably
think that's
something
what the
to that.
attraction is, Steve.
No?
No.
Okay.
There's also the adrenaline behind it of, oh, I have this dangerous person who could kill me or hurt me at any moment, but they're choosing not to. They're choosing to protect me. They're choosing to view me as this in a sexual nature. They're choosing this or that.
I was thinking more along the line of a motorcycle, long hair, leather wearing,
No.
Huh?
like a bad boy, like not that they go rob banks and stuff, but like a bad looking guy.
A bad-looking guy?
No.
It's
So
an
like
ugly
a
thing?
greaser?
Yeah, like a greaser, like a bad boy, like a surfer dude, like
I think
Surfer
A
dudes are
bad
bad
boy.
boys.
I think we just talked that that's not what it is, though. It has to. There has to be.
it's like a
tied
certain
into-
category.
I
it
just
falls
want to
under.
have my
Yeah.
fantasies.
You can.
All right,
But your fantasies
Surfers
are
are
in a
bad
different
boys.
subcategory.
surfers are bad boys. They
Oh.
ditch school. They carry
Smoke pot.
I grew up at the beach. Trust me.
Okay.
They smoke pot, definitely.
You know, they rob banks.
Does that make you a bad boy?
Whoa. There goes Raven.
Raven's on the spot.
Goodbye.
The
I mean, I
eyebrows were
can
used.
if you want me to be.
Ooh.
All right. I think that's our show.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
Is it?
I don't know. I thought they were gonna do something just now, but
We don't have any
That's for later.
We don't have anyone to tell us what to do.
There's no.
what
Oh,
to do?
There's no.
closing thoughts is what we
yes,
should
closing thoughts.
Lala, let me tell you what to do. What are you're gonna tell me your closing thoughts right now?
do. My closing thoughts are I love tentacles and I love my tentacle mug, and now I'm going to have tentacle dreams.
Ooh.
All the
spicy.
tentacle dreams.
You could probably grind against that handle too.
It would be an interesting sensation.
Yeah.
And you'd get the cold,
It's
too.
ribbed for her pleasure.
Right. And you don't even have to do it on purpose. You could just be like driving and have it
You could
between
put
your
it in the
legs.
freezer.
I'm going to put this in Modi.
Ooh, put it in the freezer.
This goes with
Leave
my
it out in the
motorhome.
sun for a
Does
little
it?
bit.
Yeah, my motorhome's all done in see
Oh.
stuff.
CNC stuff.
And that too, yes. In
the
fact,
cut.
Consuela, the housekeeper of Modi,
Oh.
spilt coffee upon the rug, the carpet of the motorhome, and tried to cover it up with a rug.
Another rug. A rug on a rug.
The carpeting got coffee spilt on it, and she
Yes.
tried to put the rug over it. So Consuela is going to get beaten for
Nice.
making a mess in the motorhome.
Deservingly so.
That is my new roleplay. Oh, Brad. Consuela.
So, Vinci,
Yes.
do you have any final thoughts?
I'm just grateful for being on the podcast. I had a blast on the podcast.
It was super fun having you here.
It was.
I was super excited when you said that you wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Raven, do you have any final thoughts?
I'm just happy to be here too. It was a great time and just happy to be here.
We were happy to have you.
Yes, yes. Thief,
Yes, ma'am.
do you have any final thoughts? Thief,
I'm thinking. I guess not, because I don't have anything in my head. So
come on. You always have some, like,
This-
dad joke or something.
some dad joke.
I don't know. Some perverted dad joke.
Perverted dad joke.
Generally.
That seems inappropriate.
But you
That
do.
does seem inappropriate.
I'm not wrong.
I don't have anything.
I have a joke.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
What is green fuzzy and will kill you if it falls out of a tree?
Green
A
and
pool table.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Mind you, this is what I've been dealing with since he came back from camp.
I've been in a mood since I came back from camp. I'm more cocky and jokey and confident in myself.
And
That's
your
good.
brattiness is coming out.
Yes.
How would a pool table even get up into a tree?
That's
part of the
irrelevant.
joke.
That is irrelevant.
Look at Looney Tunes.
It took 3,228 squirrels to carry that pool table.
I know.
up there.
Or 7 billion ants.
Yes.
Dag, Navatron, you guys got this down.
Actually, it probably wouldn't take that many ants. They can lift
That's
a
the
lot.
number now, though.
Hey,
Yep.
this is a great show.
It
is a
is.
great
It
show.
is.
And with that,
Nope.
no.
No, you can't do captain's thing. But we can tell everybody, be better, bitches.
Be better, biatches.
Biatches. Or be better,
Biatches.
kinksters.
Be better, kinksters.
Be better, kinksters.
Be better people.
No. We
No.
don't want them to be better people.
Let's be better
We like
bitches.
the degens of the world.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye! No, it's better when we all do it.
Is
1,
it?
2, 3.
Surprise, motherfucker.